Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Fugued Up, a movie about a guy from Indie Rights Movies. Low budget movie, I'm going to say. Go out a limb here. Yeah, it seems like a very low budget movie about a guy who gets shot and then wakes up and has to sort of put his life back together. It's a dark comedy about amnesia, and it's a little rough, I'm going to say, but it's not all bad. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. I'll be at LBI Book Swap tomorrow, Monday. Today's Sunday. Monday, with a signing at 11 a.m. Okay. So, this guy, he's in a car, and he gets shot in the head. And he wakes up in the hospital after a period of time, I think 14 weeks. It's a little unclear. And this guy's in it. God dang it, does he not look familiar to me? He looks extremely familiar. I cannot think where I've seen him before, though, but he plays the doctor. And he has no memory, so he's trying to piece together what happened. And he's not sure if he's the guy who apparently killed someone or if it was somebody else. So he apparently has a terrible family. This is his brother. I'm not sure what's going on in this scene. And it's supposed to be a dark comedy, so it's supposed to be very wacky, that he can't remember anything. Some people are trying to help him. But it's definitely a low budget affair. This scene in particular it doesn't, well, I'll just play it, watch. You see the way the guy's head goes back and sort of a mechanical thing? He shouldn't have done that. He probably should have gone this way. Or he should have been looking away, so when she pushed the drink on him, it actually surprised him, and he had I don't think that was a genuine reaction. It was a nice try. It was close. Probably close enough for the movie, I guess. But unfortunately, this is what you get with a low budget movie. Sometimes you got to just take the best take. But that being said, some of the dialogue kind of seems funny. It kind of seems like an interesting premise. There's a scene. I don't know who these characters are. That's part of the problem. The characters appear to be important in the movie, but we don't know who they are. But there's a scene. Oh, he's coming this way. Duck down. Oh, no, wait. I think he sees us. We look like we're blowing each other. Oh, well, quick, blow me to make it look real. But the woman says that. It doesn't really... Yeah, it doesn't... I think if it had been the other way, it might have been funny. And then this scene, like, do you really think I'm the killer? Yeah, we totally think you're the killer. That's kind of funny. I mean, it's close. I think maybe, and apparently his family is just very not helpful, and there's all sorts of wacky characters, and it's all about who shot, I guess, him. In this scene, this is a comedy bit. It's clearly a comedy bit, but it kind of undermines the seriousness of it. So the doctor and the nurse should be relatively neutral actors in this movie. They should be kind of normal, but they're not, because in this scene, he they have no reaction to him falling on the floor, and then as he crawls up the doctor, the line is something like, "Oh, that's okay. He probably smells my dog," as if he's a dog. I get what you're trying to do, but it doesn't really work. I don't think comedically. Obviously, he's not a dog. It's called Fugued Up, because he's fugue, being he lost time. A film by Bitchute. Doty, is that how you say that? Featuring various actors. Let me see. Joe Estevez? Maybe that's him. That name sounds vaguely familiar. Larry Thomas, as the doctor. Damn, Larry looks extremely familiar. I must have seen him in something. Must have. Let's see. Written and directed by Bill Doty. Okay. Who's not in it? Okay. Look, it doesn't look like it looks like it at least holds together. It looks like some of it could be funny. Maybe I'm missing the context. I don't like the cut of this trailer though. The music's okay, but it's not totally clear. I think in a film like this, especially a low budget one, I think you needed to make all the characters clear. I think it would have been a great cut of this movie and really would have helped you if you had done like, you know, the main character, the victim. Oh, I've been shot in the head. The brother. Don't worry, I'll help you. The mother. And then she says something wacky. You know what I mean? Like, identify each character. There are kind of a lot of characters here. Not too many, but enough so I kind of don't know the girlfriend. You know? Just, that would have been, I think, very clarifying. It would have helped the trailer a bunch. And you can do that in a comedy, you know? Because we want to know all their various things. In a movie about family and murder, you know, something like that. This doesn't look like a hospital, but they're cheating it. I get it. It's close. It's close enough for a low budget. This definitely doesn't look like a hospital. But I mean, I gotta respect it. They made the movie. The gun. They got a gun. They're doing the things low budget movies do. They show the gun and then cut the black and then blam. You know, let's read the synopsis. A dark comedy telling the tale of a man who wakes up from a coma with no memory, learning he may be a serial killer. He pieces his life back together one hysterical step at a time. I mean, it could work. It could work. The doctor kind of threw me. I think he needed to play it straight, or you need to give him a different angle, like maybe he's the doctor that he's all about the charge. You know, he's all about like adding as much as he can to the bill. Something like that. You know, it's a low budget feature, so everybody's a little stiff because they don't want to move the camera too much, especially in that hospital scene, because I don't think it's really a hospital. I think they're cheating it, which is fine. I mean, there's a lot here I can tolerate. They're mixing up the locations as much as possible. They're putting it in cars and various, you know, a hospital. That's, it doesn't look far off from a hospital. Maybe it actually is a hospital, but like one of those small hospitals. This scene, I don't know. I don't know what that is. So like this, there's a scene where there's a guy just running in the dark. I mean, they're close. I think they're really close. It might not be too far off to be, you know, mildly amusing, but I feel like if you cut the trailer differently, you could really get people to see this, because it's about 65% there, and it's a little clunky. The music is on point. The sound could be a little more crisp, but overall, it's not bad. The tone is right. You know, the tone is there. The actors, they're okay. Nobody's really there's no real outstanding guys here. Even Larry is just sort of there. He's slightly more energetic than the rest of the cast. This is comedy, so I think you need to go big. You need at least one person. The guy in the car was good. He was good when he said, we look like we're blowing each other. He was all right. But need more energy, I think, for a comedy. You know, especially from the lead and his brother, whatever his deal is. I want to know what their deals are. So, again, I think doing the keys would have helped that. Yeah, this guy with the mustache. I think he's, you know, if he had, everybody needs to kick it up another 25% in terms of their energy. Would I see it? I might see it. It's close. It's close. I definitely see why they distribute the film. It's, you know, I have a high bar for comedy. Tell you right now. Let's see. Guessing the 3-act structure here. First act, of course, He gets shot, wakes up in the hospital, doesn't remember who he is. We get introduced to all the characters. They're all helping him, but they're all kind of terrible in their own weird ways. They're all weird and quirky. Everybody's worried he's a serial killer, apparently. That would have been something to put in the dialogue. Like him waking up. Do you remember who you are? No. Well, I think you're so-and-so. The serial killer? I'm a serial killer? Like something like that. And that's almost there, but they keep talking about the E-Road killer. Like I'm supposed to know. I don't know who that is. But you need to clarify that, I think, in the trailer or in the movie. I mean, in the movie it might be clearer, but in the trailer it's just not. So he finds out he might be this guy, and he woke up, and so he's trying to piece his life together. So the second act, he goes home, tries to see familiar things to gain his memory back, and for whatever reason, it's not working at first. His brother is weird. His family is weird. I guess he has two friends who are also weird. I don't know if they're friends or family members. There's an investigation by some of the characters. It doesn't seem to be totally centered around him, the guy on the left. That's okay, but again, like, it's a low-budget movie. Yeah, and I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to give all the actors their due, but it's hard to do that and make a movie that's super focused when you have a low budget. So it's nice that you're including all the actors and giving them bigger scenes, but it would be better for the movie if all the focus, or the majority of the focus, was on him. And I feel like from this trailer it doesn't look that way. The doctor's not enough. I mean, he's okay. Again, I recognize him. Wait a minute, is he the guy, the fast-talking guy? That's who he reminds me of. Fast-talking guy. He's not fast-talking guy, is he? Because he should totally be fast-talking if he is. No, I think that's another guy. But he does have a similar look. And then in the third act, obviously he figures out who he is. He could be the serial killer. It's a dark comedy, so maybe he is the serial killer and he kills everybody. That would be kind of an interesting ending. You know, if they're all terrible people, that it's okay that he killed them all. Maybe. But somebody must know who he is. Or because somebody is the killer. Yeah, I'm not sure how this would work. How does he not know somebody must know who he is. Somebody must be the killer. So he's probably not anyway. So at the end, I don't know. Could go a lot of different ways if it's a dark comedy. What you want to pursue is the funniest ending. To me, the funniest ending would be, hard to say. That maybe he was the serial killer. Would be kind of funny that they all help him and then at the end he kills them all because they're all terrible people. Now, if he's not the killer, then the killer should be someone who has been trying to kill him the whole movie, maybe? Maybe his brother? And maybe it's revealed that he seems inept, but he's actually been trying to kill his brother the whole movie, but he doesn't want to give himself away. So he's been framing his brother for the other murders, and then he wants him to die, so that'll be set in stone, and then at the end he ends up killing himself or whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you could do it. I'm not really seeing a way here. It's a little, like I said, it's a little unfocused, a little too much of everybody, and not giving me who the characters are. You put that key in, the brother, the girlfriend, the friend, the this, the that. I think 25% better, which would be a big jump. And you wouldn't have to give anything away with that, right? You want to know who all the characters are in this mix, so when they say the line, you get a little more of the context. Anyhow, that's my suggestion. Fugued up. I assume this is going to go right to a direct download situation. I wish you luck with the movie. If I see it around, I might watch it. It's a low chance, but I might watch it just to see, maybe it's good. Because sometimes I see a trailer and it's It's good. It's a good trailer, but it's a bad movie. That Irish movie that I talked about, Blackbird, looked good. Look trailer, man. The Irish are. It must have come out because there are comment after comment telling me it's so bad it's laughable. And of course, the opposite can be true. I could say it. I could look at it and go, "Wow, this looks terrible," and then it could be a fantastic movie. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not a wizard. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D. Not a wizard. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I'll see you in LBI tomorrow.